So under El Nutra Health, so it was created about like 3 years ago, like in 2023, to really take the FMD, so that fasting mimicking diet, and use it to help with metabolic health disorders. So we've got 2 programs that were established. So there's the cardiometabolic program, and that's our 6-month program, and that can help people with pre-diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, because what we're doing is we're not treating the symptom, we are targeting the root causes of these metabolic health disorders.
Amen.
So these kits were created to help rejuvenate cells and get your body into this autophagy state. So this kit was created. So this 5-day fasting mimicking diet kit is a specially developed kit that will mimic the effects of fasting while still allowing you to eat. So it's really helping you get into a prolonged fasting state, because that's longer than any fast that's longer than 3 days. You have that opportunity to get into this state of cellular rejuvenation called autophagy. So autophagy is that self-eating, right? So it's when the body is stressed, it will eat itself. So that's what that autophagy means, is that it's eating the parts of the cells that are underperforming, are damaged, and so it naturally is this cleanup. And so that's where the causes of these metabolic disorders occur. So when you put yourself into that fasting state, but yet we're still feeding you, so you are protecting that lean body mass and that organ tissue from being depleted. So it's basically, we've created a safe way to fast. So it's better than a water fast because you're not stressing out that body too much. And so the program is guided by an expert registered dietitian. They will guide you through the program. For those who are pre-diabetic, you'll receive personalized advice to improve your glucose management. Otherwise, it's going to be helping you with your cholesterol issues, your high blood pressure, and achieve sustainable weight loss. So I'll talk about this program first, because then the diabetes program will build upon the metabolic program. So this program is a 6-month program where over that course of 6 months, you are going to engage in 4 rounds of the fast, with about 25 days in between each fast. And what happens during those 25 days is that you're going to be following a Mediterranean-style diet. So it's the diet that Dr. Longo recommends that stems from the longevity diet. So his book, it's a great complement for the program. So that's kind of what the coaches encourage, and they help with meal planning and structure around that style diet. So you meet with a coach twice a month. Sorry,
I apologize. I was taking notes. You said this is you said it was a 6-month program, and then 4. Would you repeat that?
You go through. Yes, sure. So it's a 6-month program where you will engage in 4 rounds of the fast, with about 25 days in between each fast.
Okay, gotcha. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. And then you will meet with a coach twice a month for the duration of the program. So that first appointment with the coach is going to be the longest. It is going to be 45 minutes, where they will take down your history, they'll take down the goals, and also set expectations. So that's going to be the longest one. And then every subsequent meeting after that will be 30 minutes. They also get a body weight scale. So it's a Bluetooth-enabled smart scale, where it will keep track of your weight, as well as other biometrics like visceral fat, subcutaneous fat, water weight, skeletal muscle weight, a lot of factors there, including BMI, and that's yours to keep even when the program is complete. You'll also get laboratory testing. So we'll do that at the very beginning to establish a baseline, and then we'll do it again after the 4 rounds of the fast are completed. So we can see in real time how the body has reacted to the program. The blood tests that we run are a lipid panel, a comprehensive metabolic panel, another test called HSCRP, which is a high-sensitive C-reactive protein test, so that will help us determine inflammation, and then A1C. And then we'll do that again after the 4 rounds are complete. And then also this group is able to participate in a Q&A session with Dr. Shu. He's our Chief Medical Officer. We do it quarterly. It's a great opportunity for everybody to come together. Dr. Shu kind of gives a little spiel in the beginning, maybe introduce some new findings that that have come up, and then opens it up to the masses so that they can have questions answered. So that is the 6th. Shu, yeah, Dr. Shu, and it's a little bit different. It's HSU, but pronounced Shu, like a shoe on your foot.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's our Chief Medical Officer. And so moving on from here, then we build onto the type 2. So it's our diabetes remission and regression program. So those are people who are diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. They are on medication and have an A1C that's over 6.4. So if that's your case, then we put them into that program. And so that is a 12-month program. You get everything that I explained in the cardiometabolic program. However, we've added a telehealth provider. So if they didn't come through somebody who is already affiliated with us, then they will be matched up with a telehealth provider. So they're not going to take the place of their primary care physician, but they're going to monitor them medically so that they know that they're going through the program in a healthful way. The labs that are done are quarterly instead of just the beginning and the end of the program. So it's quarterly. So as we get those labs done, that telehealth provider will assess and adjust medications as necessary. So that's their primary focus, is to make sure that they're dosed down, because as A1C starts to come down, we want to make sure that they're taking the right amount of medications, and again, just to make sure that they're getting through this in healthful way, that they're being monitored. So the extra labs, so the quarterly labs. So, and then they also get, instead of just participating in the quarterly Q&A sessions with Dr. Shu, they actually get a one-on-one consult with him. So, and Dr. Shu is an endocrinologist, so they basically have like a doctor and endocrinologist with all this knowledge at their fingertips, and have access to him. So that's basically the difference with those two. Now, we do have a program with Prolon. So, Prolon, so that side of the business, saw, how we were doing, and realized that some of their membership, or, the people, their audience, wanted some structure as well. They may not have a metabolic disorder, but they either want to lose weight, they want to do the program for health span and longevity, and maybe just want that extra support. So they created a guided program under the Prolon brand. So under that, it's basically the same structure as our cardiometabolic plan. So you'll get everything that I kind of laid out, but it's not a 6-month or 12-month commitment. It's month to month, so people can engage in the program, and if after 3 months they feel like they're good, they understand it, and they can do it on their own, then they can cancel and then just do Prolon kits as they see necessary. So there's more flexibility there. Our suggestion is doing it for 4 to 6 months. So, but you get a kit a month with that program. So, whatever, however many months you decide to do that, you get 1 kit a month. Whereas in the 6-month program, you're going to get 4 over the course of 6 months. So some people say, well, why are you only getting 4? Well, the way the program is structured is that first month is like onboarding, getting you situated, establishing, the program, and having you understand what what to expect, and also getting your labs done. So by the time all that happens, you're probably going to do your first kit at the beginning of that 2nd month, and then we try to stick to 25 days in between each fast, and sometimes it goes, it's not perfect, right? It'll land on a work trip or a vacation or a big, life event. So it gets pushed out to maybe 30 days or even 35 days. And if that's the case, then all the other ones get pushed out as well. So then your final one is probably in the 6th month. So we kind of account for that. So we want you to be able to be supported throughout all 4 of those kits. So that's kind of where the thought process is. And then in that 6th month, that's where you get your final labs done. And then you talk with your coach to review those labs and see what the next step is going to be. If people find that their numbers are like in a normal state, their weight is where they want it to be, then maybe it's going to be maintenance, after that. And so maybe it's just 3 Prolon kits a year. So there's a lot of collaboration, and because it is a one-on-one situation with your coach, you have a lot of say into like what your care is going to look like. In terms of what the coaches, what their role is with you, it's not just checking off boxes and making sure you kind of get through the program and they're monitoring you, but there's also some education. So there's not just meal planning and recipe suggestions, but touching on other things like sleep health, stress management, incorporating intermittent fasting. What is disease remission and regression, physical activity and muscle preservation, and those are just a few topics. Like they have enough curriculum to fill up the 6 months, and for the diabetes program, the 12 months. I know that's a lot, and it kind of was all over the place. Oh, there is another thing that I do want to note, that between Prolon and the Nutra Health programs, there are 2 different FMDs. So the one for Prolon is really, again, it's used by the masses. So whatever, whoever wants to use it, they can. Now, for the Nutra Health programs, we use a low glycemic version of the fast. And so the only difference is the carbohydrate and fat ratios have been altered slightly in some of the products so that they'll have a more stable blood sugar during the fast. But the science behind both is exactly the same. That's just the difference there. So it's a lot. So let me know how you want me to clarify anything or break anything else down.
I guess the next logical thing might be just listing the various pricing for each of those programs.
Oh, sure. Yes. So the metabolic program runs $249 per month, and with a one-time activation fee of $49. So that's the 6-month program. The 12-month program, the diabetes one, runs $299 per month, and the activation fee is $99. And then throughout the year, we have promotions, that can, pop up, but that's the regular program price. And then for the Prolon guided program, that one seems to change on me. So I always have to go to the website to see what the latest is. But so right now, it's that program price, normal price, is $299 per month, and the activation fee. Oh, so there's no activation fee, but right now there's a 26% off discount. So for the first month, so it's $221.26 for the first month, and then it'll go back to $299. So
now, does that include the consult? Does that include the consults and the blood work, all the lab work? Is that all built in?
For Prolon?
Yes.
Are we talking about the Prolon one?
Yes.
Yes, it does. It's a kit a month. You get your 2 coaching sessions. You also get lab work, and that lab, since it's month to month, you'll get labs after every 4 rounds. So once you do your 4 rounds, you'll get labs, and then you still do get the scale. So it's pretty much patterned after our cardiometabolic plan.
Oh wow! So it includes the scale and the blood work all in that monthly cost.
It does.
All right, I want to make sure.
Yes, so that is is for them for the Prolon one. Remember, it starts at $299, but for that first month, it's only going to be $221.26. But then it'll go back up to that $299.
Now, if my email is correct, that sale ends today, so I don't think we're going to be able to accomplish much today with dispersing.
Oh yeah.
So is that
with the Prolon one?
Yeah, is that going to be something we could? I would like to spin some people up on this, but what my question is, could that sale price be obtained in the future by our group?
That's a good question. I would. I don't know that answer, but I do want to get you guys in touch with one of my account reps who will be supporting probably Jan because she's an RN. Tom, you don't have credentials. You don't
Sure.
have certified credentials.
That's fine.
But I would love to have you guys. You can listen in on that meeting, and get your questions answered. Because I would love to support you, Tom, somehow. If you're going to be bringing in groups of people, there could be something there. I just don't know what that looks like, and my account person will be a better one to chat about that with. Which I'm happy to get you guys on. Schedule a meeting with you sooner than later. I can help with that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I think that will be good because the pricing that I gave you, that's front facing. So that's what the patients or what the members are seeing. But I know behind the scenes there are different kind of tiers and options that could benefit you. I just don't know the specifics on that.
And because I am recording this and I'm going to disperse the information, so could you give us the pricing on just the a la carte, just the current sale price of just the kits and the bottom, the basic original kit? With the program? No, without the program, just a la carte, just the kits alone. Just
the kit.
Yep.
Okay.
With the sale price.
Sure. So on the so on the website, so prolonlife.com, the kit, well, it changes daily, so I think it'll be
I think it's
whatever they see online.
I think it's about $138.
So right now, the expanded variety one is starting at $136.90 because I think there is a site-wide 26% off site-wide right now. So there's always a deal on the Prolon site that seems to change daily. So I would always have them check back to see what that pricing is because without it, I don't even know what.
I think it's $185 normally, isn't it? Something like that.
That's what it was yesterday. Yep, it was at $185. See, and today it's $136.90.
It's like a stock market.
So, you know what? It kind of is. That's one of the things that I've kind of brought up to them. It's it makes it my job a little harder to be able to, express what these pricings are. But I always tell people to go to the website because you'll get the latest and best deals. There are a variety of kits to choose from. So the ones that are, it looks like the classic flavor and the bold flavors are priced the same. Then there's the expanded variety one that actually has a fasting shake and a fasting bar to kind of add some variety. And so that one's running at $136.90. And then there's that next gen. The next gen is going to include our ready-to-eat soups. They are already in their liquid form. They're not dehydrated, and the flavor has been improved pretty well. So but there is an extra cost to that one. So I always try, if people are new, I try to start them off on the dehydrated version so that they're not, that there's a place to go to when they get kind of tired of those flavors. There's that option to go next gen and experience some different, a different option.
Jan, do you have any questions?
No. What I'd like to do is find out which of my account reps are in Missouri. Is Missouri MI?
Yes, MI.
Okay. And the state abbreviation is just MI. I know we have so many M states.
No, that's Michigan. MO is Missouri. MO.
Oh, MO. Thank you. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I have your rep would be Molly Downey, and I would love to get you connected with her if she has availability, like either today or tomorrow. Are you guys free? Or
I will be. I'm snowed in. I'm iced in, actually.
oh, you're snowed in. Yeah. Yes. You're experiencing your email. Just want to make sure, Jan, I've got.
Where does Molly live?
For
what part of Missouri?
Molly. She doesn't live in Missouri, but she covers that territory.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have fararjan@gmail.com.
That's fine.
Okay. Let me get with her and have give her your contact information if you're okay with that, and she'll be able to answer more questions and give you a lot more details on how that would work with.
So you don't know much about the wholesale account.
I do not.
Okay.
But and I know it. For you guys, I think we have a program going on right now where people who are interested can do a program for a discounted price. So that's why I really want her to connect with you. So if there's not any other questions about the program itself, then I will hand you guys off to her and get you guys connected.
Actually, I have some more technical type questions regarding the program itself. Is that if you got a few more minutes?
Okay.
So
Sure. Yes. I'll be happy. Yeah.
one of the things that I always look towards when you have a proven product like this is I like to do stacking. So I was curious. I know it doesn't necessarily fit in with any of your programs, but I'm just curious about stacking some things, just like methylene blue. Or to me, it makes sense to have some binders on board beforehand. Start some binders like Pectisol, because when you start getting the body to work properly again, you're going to free up a lot of toxins, and if you don't have any kind of way to guarantee you're extracting those toxins, then you're just going to recirculate them. So, would you be able to address?
That's a great question. So.
Go ahead.
I don't have information on that. We could check when you guys check in with Molly. We could see if she has any more information, more knowledge about that than I do, or I can pose that question to my the director of clinical nutrition, or even our chief medical officer connect you with them to get more detailed information. That's not my wheelhouse.
Okay.
And I want to make sure you get the right information.
One of the things that both Jan and I do is we both have monthly meetings with our groups, typically. And I was just curious, we might want to see if we might be able to coordinate a monthly meeting where somebody actually presents to our group so we can have an interactive forum.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Molly would be the one to help with that. That's because we do several of those with our healthcare provider contacts for affiliates. So, yeah, she would be great to connect with.
And we could do a Zoom and... Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, my other question is, because ingredients matter, and I'm glad that Tom brought up about the binders and elimination. But so I was looking through some of the ingredients, and I see that folic acid is there, which is a synthetic, and that kind of bothers me. That's not a deal breaker for Tom. But I see where there's non-GMO. Are these organic material, or do you find organic things also? Dan, I didn't see that on the ingredients.
Yeah, so that one is a tough one because, to get that organic, let me see what we say about...
I think you're upgraded the, what is it, the new, I think the soups and stuff are organic, aren't they?
Correct. You are correct. You've done a lot of research. They are.
So maybe it was non-GMO.
Yes, our next gen ready-to-eat soups are certified organic. So, Prolon contains some products that are made with organic ingredients, but are not yet certified organic for all of our products. But yes, our next gen ready-to-eat soups are certified organic.
And cost-wise, it's not that much more expensive. I'm not looking at your website, but I don't remember it being that outrageously priced.
No, it's like 50. I think yesterday I looked, it was 59. Let's see what it is today. I thought it was 59. Let's see. Oh, here. We're on a good site. Let's see. Let's do that math really quick. 136, 90. So it's $62 difference from the expanded variety. So from the level just underneath it, it's about $62 difference.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay.
Any other questions, Jan?
Not right now. No, I look forward to hearing from Molly, and then when Molly calls or sets up a call, I will try to just comment as well.
Connect with Tom. That would be great. Yeah, let me do that now, because I have another call coming up, but I have another meeting. But actually, I have a meeting with her in 2 minutes, so I'm gonna bring it up in that meeting. So that's perfect.
Hey,
all right, you guys, we'll be in touch. Thank you. Yes.
One
Thank you very much.
final thing, so I'll just have it on part of this recording. Is
Sure.
if I remember right, I've listened to the Walter and your CEO several times in interviews, and I thought at one point one of them indicated just doing it a la carte, a person doing it themselves. They're basically a study proved that with 3 cycles of this greatly increased their biological age, reduced inflammation, just had all kinds of wonderful things without, and this is the key word, without changing lifestyle. So just based on the 3 monthly deals, that just made tremendous difference.
I'll tell you, yes, and they can do that. They would just need to do what kind of I outlined, which was a kit a month for 3 months with about 25 days in between each fast. And then I'll tell you this really quick. When I did the program 3 years ago, the diabetes plan was piloting. So my functional medicine doctor had brought it to my attention. So I was 232 pounds. I was 6.9 with my A1C.
Wow.
And I was on 2,000 milligrams of metformin. Yes, and I'm only 5'4", so I was considered obese, very at risk. So I had to do something. So I looked at Dr. Longo's research, and I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. The science resonated with me. So I jumped in and I did it. I was perfect with those kits. Didn't eat outside of the box, easy to follow. The 25 days in between, I was eating better, wasn't 100% Mediterranean, but like you said, I changed some things, but it wasn't really drastic. But after that my third round, and I did my first quarterly labs, my A1C went from 6.9 to 6.1.
Wow.
My functional medicine doctor was elated. Dropped my meds from 2,000 to 1,000 milligrams per day, and then I had dropped 20 pounds. So it really jump-started my healthcare journey. This was even before I started working for the company, and actually during my 12-month diabetes plan, I ended up having conversations with Dr. Anton, and he really wanted to hear my experience. And during that, I lost my job, and so I kind of bit the bullet and asked if they were hiring. And sure enough, after a few 6 months later, we actually were able to seal the deal. So that's my quick little story. But absolutely, they can do it on their own without the coaching. The coaching is just great for that accountability partner, knowledge. Some people just don't know where to start, and it's really nice to have that little anchor. But if people are pretty disciplined and they can do this on their own, then